Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the one and only Kharlie Brown. And once again, in the year 2024, this will be the first time, but once again, it's time to go around the town with Kharlie Brown. And today, I want to keep jumping into the series that I started with the Disrespect series. Going into 2024, I'm going to do a lot more in Disrespect series, but today this is something I want to talk about. It's something that's been on my mind for a while now, and I'm just going to go ahead and throw it out there. What I started to realize within dating and relationships in general, with my relationships, I've started to realize that women tell me all the time, Carson, you're a great guy, you're a good guy. Or what I always get is, oh man, you got a brother? Is there anybody else like you? Oh man, you're such a good listener. You're not a judgmental person. They tell me all these great things about me, right? And the one thing that I hear the most is, man, I wish I could find somebody like you. You're looking for somebody like me, but not me. But I check all the boxes that you want in a spouse, in a man, in a guy. But it's something about me where you like, it's not him. Now, I know people say stuff like, oh, well, women don't really know what they want anyway. But from everything that I've gathered, I've started to come to a conclusion. And the conclusion that I've come to is, I'm not sexually attractive. Hear me out. Like I said, I tick all those boxes. Women generally gravitate to me. They can talk to me. They can open up to me. They feel comfortable with me. However, that little thing in their brain, that little switch, that little toggle that comes on and off when it comes to like sexual attraction, like that animal chemistry, that guy right there, I just gotta have him. I smell him when he's miles away. Ooh, look at that man. I am just, he is so handsome. Good God, good gracious. I don't have that, okay? And it's not looks. Looks is not the thing that I'm talking about, okay? Because we already have our, we already got our man scale, ugly, facially challenged. Okay. Then you got, ugly, facially challenged. Okay, doable, and oh my God, But it's not that. It's not that at all. Because I've heard women tell me that I was handsome. I've heard women tell me before, again, it goes back to what I was saying about being facially challenged. Clean all this up, good haircut, take care of the face. Nice threads on it, little sprinkle. All of a sudden the girls are like, he's handsome, he smells good. We get that. But that's not it, okay? It's something about about me when it comes to certain women where, this is how I broke it down. So I was like, well, with black women, for some strange reason, they look at me as though I'm a brother to them. Like, oh, he's gonna protect me, he's gonna be there for me, he's gonna listen to me. So I'm like a brother, okay? Not the gay vibes, not that, okay? Now, again, if I'm losing you, come back. It's not the gay best friend vibes. That's not what I'm getting. From black women, I get the brother vibe. This guy's like a brother to me, whether it's an older brother, a little brother. That's how they look at me, like a part of their family. I came in, they embraced me as a part of their family. I can walk in the house, go into the refrigerator, take out a carton of milk, drink it, which I probably shouldn't be drinking milk. I'm not lactose intolerant, but they always say that once you get to a certain age, you probably shouldn't be drinking milk. So the only time I do have milk is when I dump my Oreos into the milk. But the way I eat my Oreos is I take the Oreos and I take, so I get 5 Oreos, right? So I take 3 Oreos, right? And I let those sink. I let them just sink to the bottom, right? Then I take one to like push the other ones down, and I eat that one. Then I take the last Oreo and I break that in half, and I take the cream out, put it together, dip it. Then I get a spoon and eat the last 3 out. That was totally sidetracked. Anyway, so what I'm saying is, so with black women, that's just generally what I get. And I feel it. I was like, oh, I see what's going on here. So it doesn't matter what's going on in the dating process. Eventually, I'm going to end up being a brother to her at some point. Mainly because I started to realize it's like every woman has ever, which is funny because I've never broken up with someone. They all broke up with me. Every woman that I ever dated pretty much broke up with me. And not pretty much, they all did. Okay, so they all broke up with me, but I still keep in contact with them. And they still talk to me about stuff that's going on in their life. And I have no idea what it is about me that gives off that vibe to where it's like, you wronged me, but you still feel that you could talk to me. And a lot of the women that wronged me like that and then we broke up, I don't have any ill will towards them, and they've said things to me before like, oh, I just, I'm sorry about this and stuff like that. We gotten over that. Okay, so that's not something I want to bring up. I don't even know why I brought it up here, but I'm just saying. Okay, the women that I've dated, especially if they're black, they tend to treat me like a brother, like I'm one of their brothers, okay? White women tend to treat me like I'm a friend. And, the friend zone, trust me, I know the friend zone. I've been in the friend zone numerous times. There's women that I was friends with, and then like one, for example. Okay, so there was a girl that I was really good friends with, and while I was friends with her, she would talk about other guys and stuff that came in her life, and I was like, you know what? Let me take a shot, So I shot my shot, and shooting your shot sucks because when you shoot your shot, being me, I shot my shot. I did what I thought I needed to have done, and I ended up in a friend zone. Okay, friend zone. I fixed it up. I fixed up the carpet and stuff like that. I went to this one store. I got a nice carpet to put down in there. We got a big screen TV, and it's like a 75-inch. Then we got, a TV in the bathroom too. I got nice potpourri. It smells good in the friend zone, because I'm always there. Because again, every white woman, white American woman, I guess I could say it that way, they tend to put me in the friend zone. But this said friend of mine, I thought that, you know what? Why not shoot my shot? Why not try to talk to her and see where this goes? And it went exactly where I didn't want it to go, but it went directly into the friend zone, and it sucks because now it's weird being around her because it's like when I shot the shot, or my shot, I started to develop feelings, and the feelings that I had prior to that was just like, hey, this is my girl, hey, what's up, She was like one of the guys. I didn't look at her at that, But then when I shot the shot, it sucked. And it really sucked. Like, it was one of those moments where, I go in the shower, and I let the shower run, and I face away, and, I cry in the shower because it doesn't leave bags under your eyes, and people can't notice it. Anyway, what I'm saying is, that's what tends to happen. So I don't have, which I don't know what that it factor is to certain women, women in general, where it's like, they see me, they'll go out with me, they'll date me, and then all of a sudden, I'm friend zoned or I'm brother zoned, which brother zone is a new term that I came up with. Brother zone, I gotta start, fixing it up, make it look comfortable inside there. Eventually I'll get there to make it, perfect. It's gonna take some time. But yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. The fact that I don't have I want to say it's like a sex thing, like a sex appeal thing. You know, maybe that's what it is. I don't have that more aggressive side. Not aggressive. I'm trying to find a good word and a good way of wording it. Yeah, I don't. But let me see how I can try to describe it to you. I don't have that. Je ne sais quoi. No, that's not what I'm looking for. But it's just something that radiates from me. I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. It's something that's not radiating from me to give off that feel, that oomph, to make the girl go, all right, let me try this guy out, okay? And again, it's not looks. It has nothing to do with looks, okay? Because I've heard before, again, and I don't think women were telling me that I was handsome because they were just being nice or sweet. I think they generally mean it, but I mean, it's not nothing that I want to harp on. I'm not harping on it. And it seems weird to a lot of people whoever listening to this right now, to why we put it on disrespect and dating. And that's not it. It's not really disrespect. It's just that I don't have that thing and they can't find that thing in me. So, but on the upside, I have met amazing women and they're great. And it sucks that some of those women are single because of the men that they do keep picking, and I don't know what to say to them to get them not to pick those men, but those are the men that have that oomph that they are attracted to and that they keep trying to go to. So whatever that oomph is that those guys have, they don't have the other box ticked that I so happen to have. If they did, then they wouldn't be in the predicament that they're in, and it sucks, you know. But then again, the dating pool today is not that good. The dating pool today is trash. I don't know if it's because a lot of people are more so selfish now. Cause it seemed to me beforehand, like when I was like in the late '90s and like early 2000s, it seemed like people were trying to develop relationships and they were trying to make sure that all those boxes were ticked in themselves. And that's something that I try to do. I try to make sure that when I go in a relationship that I'm doing everything possible, or even dating, I'm doing everything possible to be who I am, to be a good person. Because my motto now is, the reason why I try to be a good person is because the world is already full of assholes. Why not try to be a good guy? You know? Why not try to be different than the pack of people that are around? There's people that are lying to women just to get them in bed and stuff, and I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna be who I am, the person that I am. Eventually, whoever this woman is, if she exists, if we come across each other and meld, I'm hoping that by that time I can develop that oomph, that it factor, that thing to make her go, hey, Charlie, come here. Mirror's like saying, come here. That's what I was trying to say. If you can pick up what I'm putting down around the town, Kharlie Brown. Ta-ta.